the rhythm and the crew. Move, move. Alright, I make me tell you listen. Move, move. We a dance to the rhythm and the groove. Move, move. Watch them massive and crew, them a move. So we travel, so we do it. This a rhythm I lock down the street. So we travel, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. Alright, so we travel, so we do it. Lock down and we a lock down the street. So we travel, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. All I'm full of we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of we go play back again. And everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune.
All right, check 1 2, check 1 2. Can you hear me? Give me a mic check. 5 by 5 before we get this thing kicked off. I don't want to say too much right now for the fear of not recording. But it should be. Noah, how are you? Anybody in the chat? Let me know if you can hear me. I hope you can. All right, we got a 5 by 5. That's good. Excellent. Thank you. Welcome aboard the Flight Sim Broadcasting Network. My name is Jason, and we have another NHL charter flight. It seems like we just got back from a 5-day road trip up to Canada. It was a long one for us last week. It felt like it. We only had 2 days off, and then we're right back to it. We're going to Tampa, which is great. It's only like 40 minutes. I think our paperwork said it was nothing. So we're going to do that real quick today, and then tomorrow we'll fly it back after they play. They actually flew this flight earlier today. I think it was like at 1 o'clock they took off or something like right around there. And if you're checking in, Sean, what's up? Sean says he can hear us good. The other Sean checking in as well. Pops is in the house. Noah, how are you? He says, what happened to the old channel? That's a good question. There was the old channel. We had a little bit of some tutorials stuff, and I didn't want it to conflict with what I'm doing now. So I kind of just made that decision myself and said, you know what? I'm just going to not muddy the waters anymore and just kind of keep it separate. So that's kind of what I did. I know it was a big pain in the neck. I didn't want to do it, but I kind of had, I didn't have to, but I wanted to do it just to kind of clear the lines. Hopefully that makes sense to you. You're like, huh? That's why. It's just because of conflict of interest, and I didn't want that conflict to continue. So that's why I did it. Anyway, we got content here, pretty much the same style as our last one. The only thing that's different this channel is that we do tutorials, but not as much. A lot of streaming, obviously. Our streaming is here. We're going to be doing that a lot, and then we're backing off on Southwest. Maybe we fly one Southwest flight a month, and then the rest is really going into Coastal Airways, trying to make money for the airline. So that's what we're doing. Everything we do here counts. It counts. So that's good. I hope you all had a great week as well. If you're new to the channel and you want to know what we're about, it's really 3 things. Learn something new, do it right, and have fun. That's what we're about. We kind of do it by the book. Try to at least the best to our ability, and that's what we're doing. And we fly, obviously, when we do NHL charters, it's the MD-80 for now, and then when we're doing our line flight, it's the 737, which I really miss. I'm looking forward to getting back in that airplane. All right, without any further ado, let's just jump into paperwork. I'll show you what we're looking at here in terms of paperwork and all that good stuff. Maybe. What happened? I did have it, and gonzo. Oh, look at that aircraft. You guys see that coming in? That's really cool. Let's see if we can get a good picture of that. Looks like 7.3 or something. Can't tell. No, it's an Airbus. Shouldn't have known. I don't know where my where'd it go? I'm looking for my paperwork and it's gonzo. That's just so weird. I don't hear the airplane anymore, which means it probably went off the runway. I'm kidding. I don't know where he is. No, I have that. Where did it go? Anyway, our paperwork is pretty... I wonder why I can't pull that up for you. Let's try to restart that air server and see if we can get it working for us, huh? How's that? If you're new to the channel and you're in the chat, let us know where you're coming from. Say hi. We have a really good community around here. We're going to get this puppy rolling. The weather forecast is it's going to be iffy when we get forecasted to drop a little bit as we press on the day. Tampa is looking, but it's going to be way late at night. I think it's 06 is forecasted to go crap on us, so we got like 5 hours. It won't take 5 hours, folks. I'll tell you. Oh, there we go. See, I knew I got something for you. All right, there's our paperwork. We pulled in with 10,900 pounds of fuel on the aircraft. We're going to take off out here at 15.4. We got to pay for all that gas. Of course, that sucks, but it's actually pretty cheap here. Cheap, relatively speaking. It's still probably about $1.30 a pound at this airport. They go by pounds, and this is what we've got. And Tampa is actually pretty cheap to operate out of too. So this is our paperwork. Fort Lauderdale, Tampa. Once we're airborne, it's saying estimated time en route. It's about 40 minutes once we're airborne. That's pretty good. Total time is going to be 1 hour and 32 minutes once we're airborne, or gate to gate, block to blocks, whatever you want to call that. We're not going to a gate. Flight 5800, we are in 497 Charlie Sierra, nose 497, Bluefin is the aircraft, and our ATOG is 134.6. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do the HROC-1 to HROC, which is a hard rock really, to Tampa. So pretty simple on the departure. It's pretty much a departure, and then we're there. It's going to be a very fast flight. Once we're airborne, 28,000 feet on the altitude. Our wind up at altitude, 287 at 26 with a negative 32 once we get to climb, or we get to cruise, I should say. Let's take a look at our burn. Minimum takeoff fuel is 11.5. That's very important to get that right. And then our maximum plan is 15.3. And arrival fuel, you can see there's a lot of fuel. And you're going to say, wow, Jason, that's a lot of fuel. We usually want to land with about 6-ish. Right around there, 6,000 to 7,000 pounds in the MD-80. But I'll tell you why. We're putting 3,000 pounds of extra fuel on. We don't need an alternate, but just in case the weather gets crap earlier than forecast, we have the fuel, we have the gas to maybe make another approach, or maybe go somewhere else that the team could take a bus and then drive down to Tampa if they had to, right? So we could do that. That's kind of what you got to think. If there's no alternate, then, which there is no alternate required today, so we'll just throw some extra gas, and we're good. And like I said, we'll use that gas either here in the next flight back to Miami. That's the end of that. Let's just take a look at the NOTAMs really quick. And we've got our D8s. See, like I was saying before, it's going to get crappy, but it's going to be pretty darn early in the morning before that happens. So it's in the forecast. We'll just know it. We're going to be okay, though. We shouldn't have any problems with that. Tampa's looking good. I don't see any runway closures, but I'm going to go through this with you just in case. Let's just through this really quick. Let's see here. 1 right, 19 left. ILS Cat 2 is not applicable on that, or not available. Sorry. Tampa taxiway. Juliet between Echo. Kilo's closed. Barricade north side. And Sean, I didn't get a chance to look at the gate. I think I know where we're going, but you'll help me. You have to help me out on that. Okay, we're good there. Good there. Coming down. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm just looking to see if there's any closures on the runways. Just a ton of taxiway stuff that we have to be worried about. Your normal stuff, right? Cranes. And everything else is good. And then Fort Lauderdale is looking good too. I didn't see any major. There is one major thing. Is 10 left. 28 right is closed, but that's only from 05 to 10:30, and that's for noise abatement. So 10 left will close early in the morning. Okay, in about 4 hours they'll shut down. Everything else looks good. I don't see any other closures. That's going to hurt us. Again, cranes, we got to make sure we got a good climb, and we're going to be pretty darn light, so I'm not anticipating any of that. All right, paperwork's done. Let's go in the aircraft and let's start getting this thing fired up. Sean, what's up? Jason, is the fuel cheaper in Fort Lauderdale or Tampa? Hey, Gary, what's going on? I hope you're doing well, my friend. I think the fuel's cheaper in Tampa. So in Tampa, we're going to take a little more gas out of here, and then we're going to gas up. We'll definitely tanker a lot more fuel out of Tampa than even Fort Lauderdale. I think Fort Lauderdale's pushing $1.34. I just looked, Tampa's $1.11 or something like that. So it's a little cheaper in Tampa. Okay. Without any further ado, let's get our Cliff going. Let's talk to Cliff and tell him to get the dang airplane fired up and ready to go. I don't like him. He's probably going to fall asleep again, so we'll see if he could. We'll see if he tries to kill us again today. What do you think? I'm sure he will. He likes to do stupid stuff like that, so we'll get Cliff going. All right, I'm going to turn on my ACARS, so we'll get that programmed and get it going. Load that. Start a flight. There we go. By the way, if you want to join an airline or virtual airline that will do pretty much almost everything 121 style, consider applying to Coastal Airways. flycoastalairways.com. Go to that website. Look on the bottom on the requirements. If you think you want to do it and you meet the requirements, go ahead and apply. We'll put you on a wait list. We're going to be starting our hiring here in the spring. So our next round of pilots are coming up the ranks. So that's really going to be fun. There's some really cool stuff coming ahead of good futures, what I want to say. Parking Tampa will be at Shelt Air. Okay. I'll take a look at it when we get airborne. How's that? That work for you? All right, let's get Cliff going. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Let's see what this clown does to us. And we're going to do our flows. He does his flows, we do our flows. That's how this is going to work. I'll go ahead and turn on that for you so you can see kind of what I'm doing. And then when we taxi, I'll turn the back camera on for you. All right, parking brake is on. Battery switch, I already threw that on. Number 2, we're going to do bat switches on. It is. Let's do our loop test on the overhead panel. This thing is an ancient dinosaur of an aircraft, but I absolutely love it. It's a lot of work. You got to have your head on a swivel when you fly this thing. because you could get out of hand. It could get out of hand pretty quick. Okay, that's good. Loops are done. We'll come down. We go APU. We've done that. APU, I'm just going to leave off for now. There's no need to burn the fuel, even though it's hotter than blazes right now. Go ahead and cut that off. And then we're going to go 15. We'll cage this twice. There we go. And then we're going to drop right into here. I'm going to come up. I'm going to go 97,100 pounds. Now, I'm going to call the fuel truck. We're going to get this aircraft fueling. And I'll get that going. Look at this dang thing. Holy smokes. There we go. I put my tiller on this side of me this time. We'll see how I like it. Before it was like way out of the way over here. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. All those subs help. It helps the channel. I appreciate every little bit is good. I like that. And hopefully I can provide some value, right? Maybe. All right, let's go to weight and balance again. We got to put in our fuel load now. We're going to go ahead and burn. We'll pull up the paperwork here. Our fuel ticket, we're going to be 7.7 on each main tank, nothing in the center, and then 7,700. By the way, there's a link on top in the chat. 3,000 pounds of cargo. We're going to do 30 and 30 on the passengers because you have the team, media, coaches, all that crap. It's about 60 people, give or take, with about 3,000 pounds of cargo, all in the front because this is an MD-80. The CG is way aft. Let's write that takeoff CG down at 19.2. That's a good thing to note because we're going to have dial-a-flap coming up. And that's going to be an interesting one. A takeoff weight of 111.7. My paperwork says 1115. Very close to each other. We'll take that. So right when here with this new GSX feature, we can go ahead and call them and say, come over and fuel our
this
airplane.
Is too small for your aircraft.
Request refueling.
Truck is on its
and
way.
then while I do that, we're going to actually request
Please
something
don't load.
else.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
We're going to request boarding.
Boarding requested.
So we've got boarding coming. Here comes the fuel truck. No, we're going to not do any of that. Nobody. The crew's already on the aircraft.
Bus is fuel truck is in position.
All right. So the fuel truck's going to automatically start pumping.
Please
There's a
don't
Spirit
load
aircraft.
until the fuel truck arrives and asked to do.
Uh-oh.
Please
Oh,
use
there it
your
goes.
airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
All right, it should start fueling up. There it goes. All right. So the fuel truck's coming in there. It's going to start gassing us up. As we do that, we'll jump down here and we're going to start doing our FMC. Look, Cliff, I don't need to get sick today. What do you think, man? Tell you this guy. Fort Lauderdale.
Passengers boarding starting.
We're going to do last position, which is perfect. We'll throw that in there. Click route. Now, I'm not going to do co-route just because it's so fast. There's no point. So we're going to do this by hand. Kilo TPA, Tampa. We'll throw that over the top, and then we're going to do runway of choice outbound. We're going to go departure on Fort Lauderdale. We're going to be taking the, I can't remember what it was now. The Hard Rock. It was the Hard Rock departure. So there it is, Hard Rock 1, and we're going to be taking 10 left today. On the left side, the transition at Hard Rock.
Captain. How are you feeling today?
Rock. Good. Don't try to kill me. How's that? Let's try that. Okay. We're gonna do a Hard Rock. It's not gonna be cast, but just straight up to the Hard Rock, and then we're gonna go. There is no arrival in the tank. It's just direct Tampa. So I'm gonna leave that open. Let's look at our legs. You could kind of see what we've got. We're gonna go LeBeau, Room, YOLO, Lyric, up to Jones, and then Hard Rock, and then we're gonna just stop. And we're actually going to get a runway. I think in Tampa they're going to be landing. The winds are kind of out of the north today in Florida, which is, it's interesting. Usually it's out of the east or something like that. So what in the world is my iPad doing? It's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, Fort Lauderdale. We're going to go check this Tampa. I'm looking at the METAR. I'm looking at the weather there in Tampa. Special 2320 at 810 miles visibility. Few clouds at 200. 200. Sweet. Not a ceiling. It's just few. Departing runway 1 right, 1 left. Taxiway Juliet's closed. So, northbound. I'm actually going to plug that in right now, folks, just because it's going to help us. It's going to save us some time. Really getting behind the aircraft while we're trying to mess around. You don't want to do that. So, if you can get it programmed now, let's get it programmed now. I think one left or one right. Sean, help me out. Is one left? I think one left is closer, isn't it? I mean, one right is closer to our spot, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look though. Jason, parking in Tampa will be shout there. I'll send the spot on Discord. Okay, appreciate that. Sean is a man. Sean is our logistics person for the MD-80. Love it. He's done a lot of stuff. Thanks, buddy. I just got it. Okay, it's not even close. It looks like it's going to be... Yeah, we'll probably land the same one they did. They landed on one right. We'll do one right, and then we'll taxi all the way across. That'll be good. So one right it is. Arrival here. We're just going to go skip all this crap. We're going to go ILS-1 right. And then, you know, if we get there, they might say, or excuse me, ILS-1 left. Transition I'm going to leave alone, and we're going to click the legs menu, and then again, yeah, we're going to go Lagoo. Let's go ahead and throw that in there, and then we'll click activate and execute. There we go. Route data is coming in. Good to go. I'm only going to put the climb. You could see like the wind and stuff. Nothing's there. We got to go the init first. Initial reference section. We're going to put fuel. 15,300 pounds. Total fuel, we're probably gassed already. 15.3. And slash alpha, which is automatic. We'll throw that in there. And our zero fuel weight is 97.1. That's the cool thing about flying charters. It never changes. Your zero fuel weight is pretty much always the same. And your takeoff weight does fluctuate. Reserves are 6,000. We do not want to go under that. And then our cruise altitude 280, 28,000 feet. And our winds up at altitude 287, 26, nice and calm. It's going to be really smooth flight. It should be. So, negative 32 degrees. We'll throw that in there. That's plus. Okay, just to give you an idea. Negative 32 degrees at 28,000 feet. When we took off out of Winnipeg, it was negative 32 degrees on the ground. So you want to talk about jacked. That's it. Right there. It was crazy. All right, we're going to go over to here. I think they're boarding us, right? I hate when they do that. They just pop the doors open on me, and it's like, what are you doing? What are they doing? I haven't even heard. He's still setting up, isn't he? I think so. I hear him flipping switches still. That's good. I want to hear that. Okay, let's do this. We're going to go Fort Lauderdale. It is dry. Dry. The winds are in Fort Lauderdale. I wrote it down.
System test. Okay.
020 at 3. 020/3. Outside air temperature is 24. Nice and warm here. 10 left it is. Flaps are going to be 11 when we depart. It's going to be easier that way for us. That's kind of the standard flap for this aircraft. QNH 30 decimal 07. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, take a look at the merch shop here. flycoastalairways.myspreadshop.com. Check it out. All the little bit of the proceeds, not a ton, but a little bit goes towards the website, goes towards gear, airports, that kind of stuff, to give you good eye candy. Unfortunately, Tampa, we don't have any good eye candy because there's nobody's released it. Can you believe that? That's one of the things that I can't even believe, that they haven't even released it yet. That's really weird. Anti-ice is off. Excuse me, I'm like hacking here. I got to get some water, which I have behind me. Packs are going to be on. Takeoff weight today, it said 111.5.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done.
7.
Are we
Let's
good to
just do
start
that.
boarding?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay.
Restart
let's-
check completed to the line.
Thank you, Cliff. Just hold on, dude. We'll get you done. All right, we got 121, 27, 36. 121, 127, 136. Be great if you can do a walk around. I'm just saying. You know, I know you're sitting there making money doing nothing, but why would I be rude to Cliff? I shouldn't. I shouldn't be rude to Cliff, but I should. He deserves it. Right? All right, back on the overhead here for us. Looking good. That's on. That's good. I did have to do that. Cliff was nice and actually turn a pump on. I'm going to actually just turn these off, throw these on, just test them. That's good to go. That's good. 3-0. We're going to put it up to 3013 just to have it. That's our pressurization. We kind of know generally what Tampa's doing. It's about 30-something feet. There we go. Back down to here, I'll throw my speeds in. 121, 127. I told you, it's wicked light. We'll only start one engine today. 136, and then we'll start the other engine when we're close. Just same protocol as always at this airport. Dial a flap time. Okay, let's do this. Welcome to the MD-80. CG, we're going to bring up all the way up, crank that thing up to 19.2 on the CG. All right, so 19.2. This is going to give us our stabilizer, and we're going to do flaps 11. Right there. Come on. Ah, come on, dude. What's the matter with you? All right, this is our suitcase handle. Let's pull that down. I'll do it with my yoke. Back up. Good. Okay, 2200. I'm going to plug in there. 2200, and then we'll click enter, and it says probably above, normal, below, above. We'll do above today, and then we're going to just crank this down to flap 11. All right, we're done loading bags. We're getting close. So wonky. Oh, I love this airplane. This airplane's crazy. Like, you can't use a certain band of the flap. You know that on takeoff. You could go from like 11 all the way up to 23, but like in the middle, you can't do it. You can't. It's so weird. The weirdest thing in the world. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open that. Oh, thanks, Cliff. That was nice of you. You opened it for me. All right, let's do a walk around, and I think we're gonna be good to go. Isles 5-2 versus the Devils. Default Tampa. Hey Hatchet, what's up? It's unfortunately, can you believe it that Tampa doesn't have any dang scenery? Like nobody has done scenery yet for Tampa, and it's been very annoying. Hey Cliff, you could shut the door, dude. And your window. All right, we're looking at the Alpha vane on this side. We're looking at the Strake and the gear. We would come up to the gear here. I can do that right now. I wish he'd walk a little faster. This dude doesn't walk very fast. All right, let's bend down here. We'll go into the gear. Make sure we don't get our uniform greasy. We don't want that. The skids down there, that's good. That actually keeps spray and debris away from the engine, if you can believe that. The engine is such where it's the slipstream goes right into the engine here over the wings. All right, we're shut down on the door. That's good. Let's go check our, this is our static port. That looks good as well. Static port number 2. That looks good. You check the inlet here. Make sure there's no birds nesting in there. This airplane was parked for 2 days, so over here at the ramp. I'll duck. Let's check our tires. You look for hydraulic fluid leaking or anything like that. You can peek up in there as well to see if there's anything going on. Let's go ahead outside and check the leading edge of the wing. I'll just walk that, and I'll kind of make it quicker here. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Strobe's looking good. And then when I like to look at the trailing edge, the ailerons, the flaps, Flap fairings. Make sure all that's good to go. You look at your antenna on the VOR. Your tires again. Make sure there's no bald spot, cordage, or anything like that. That could be sticking out here. Perfect. Come up here, look at the engine nacelles, you look at the straighter, the stators. Stators look good, and the fan behind that looks great as well. We're going to go ahead and close that back door. Again here, I like to look down on the ground, and you should see a puddle of oil. This is a Pratt & Whitney. This is a JT8, so you definitely should see some leaking of oil. If it's not leaking oil, it doesn't have any. So you got to check that. Again, looking over here at our stabilizer, make sure it's good to go. I'll get some distance on the aircraft, and then we'll take a peek up. All right, there we are. That looks good. Straight across there, and our static is good as well. Reversers look good. I'll have the flight attendants put the stairs up here in just a minute. Let's go check to see if this airplane suffered a tail strike by yours truly. Nope, we're good. No bump on that. Do not stick your hand there. That's a bad place to do it. That's your pressurization outflow valve. That would be not good to do. Duck. Eat trailing edge flap in your head is not fun. Again, tires looking good. Flap fairings looking good. We'll stand up. Kind of give it a little bit of a run. Lighting looking good. Pops just said Islanders-one. I saw that. Pretty cool. Rangers are playing tonight. Don't tell me the score. Okay, the leading edge looks good. Again, check that hole. Make sure it's good. Hey, you shut the door on me. He's not going to do that. What are you doing, Cliff? Dork. All right, this is the fun part. We got to take this thing out. Vertical sim is working, Tampa, but hopefully it's out. Yeah, not soon enough. That's true. I wish it was. All right, we're going to start the APU. We're going to go do our checklist, and we'll get that going. Okay, I've got 136. Let's go ahead and do that right now on our speed. So we're going to go 136 on the speed. There we go. We're going to climb to approximately, I want to say, what, 10,000 maybe? The Hard Rock departure out of here. Yeah, I need the actual chart. Buster. Da, 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 da. All right, we've got up to 4,000, above 4,000. Looks like we're in top altitude of 4. Is ATC online? If they're not, guess what we're doing? We're going to go Screaming Eagle straight on up. That's what I'm intending to do. Because this airplane, we want to get some altitude quick. I'll climb to 10,000. Let's just verify 10,000. Let's just pull that to arm it. I'm also going to come down here. I don't know if you can see this on the whatever this is, the thrust lever. And then take a look over here at the FMA. I'm going to click this button, the toga. You should see takeoff, takeoff. You see that takeoff, takeoff? That's good. That's a good test on that. And all of that's good to go. We'll have the FAs close the doors in the back, and I'll close this, get this yoke out of our way so we can see. Okay, let's do our checks. We'll go through do our checklist right now. I'm going to get Cliff going on the checklist. How's that? Everything is good to go. I just want to make sure I've got everything set. I do. And we'll do pre-flight below the line, please. Pre-start below the line.
Covers and pins.
Removed.
Aircraft log and documents.
Checked on board.
Altimeters.
Set.
Fuel, oil, hydraulic quantities.
Set and checked.
Zero fuel weight.
Set.
TRP.
Pompano, traffic, Palace 102 ceiling and taking off runway 15 Pompano.
Takeoff flex. $50 takeoff flex.
Stabilizer.
Set. 0.5 set. Set and checked.
Hi guys, here is the load sheet for you.
Set and checked.
Flaps takeoff selector.
Stowed.
Speed bugs.
Set.
Pre-start check below the line completed.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Yep. All right, let's get this thing done, huh? We got a 0 fuel weight, stabilizer trim, dial flap is set, seatbelts are going to be coming on. We're going to get ready to go. Let's go and turn on the APU. We're going to get the APU fired up now. APU is going to come up, throw it down through here. APU master coming on to start. Notice you seem to have two setups for throttle. One that looks more like a real plane. Use both. The servicing of this plane would be more than a 737. Absolutely. So yeah, this right here, are you talking about this? This is the Bravo quadrant. If that's what you're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and throw this to run. And my other throttle on this side, I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, this throttle quadrant here is for the MD-80. These throttles are set MD-80 style. Let me just back it up. You can see a little bit better, maybe. So yeah, this is all MD-80. MD-80 flaps. You have cutoff, not cutoff. This is a fuel crossfeed and a hydraulic power, and then your obviously your stabilizer. I mean your speed brake, right there. So hopefully you can. That's what you were talking about. Okay, APU is coming online. External power is coming offline. Now the fun part about this is getting them to shut the stupid door that I want them to shut off. And they don't shut the door, and it's really a pain in the neck.
Is too small for your aircraft.
So I'm going to go like this and say additional services, take off the GPU. And what they'll do is they'll come out, they'll take the GPU, they won't shut the dang door, this door. And they don't shut it until both engines are started. So it's very annoying. And we're going to go ahead and get this, I'm just going to shut that back door right now. We got to get some hydraulic power to do so. So we'll do that. And that aft stairs should be getting closed here shortly. And it is right now. You can see the aft stairs are up. It's raised. And I'm waiting for them to pull the dang GPU. And then we're going to do our, for a departure briefing, really. Once he pulls that, I'll shut the hydraulics off right now, and we're going to be good to go. Okay. 300, no, it's 3007 on set. Yeah, I use both. I use this I use for the MD-80 only, and like GA, if I'm flying a GA, I'll pull these off, and then I'll put my GA throttles and stuff on it, and have different configurations for both. When I fly the 737, I have a completely different setup on the other side of the camera that I have to pull everything off and slide it over. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to do that after this flight. I'm jumping in the 737 to do a test run. Coastal scoping out another destination, so I'm going to fly that and do a test run. Oh, spoke too soon. Fort Lauderdale ground is on 121.4, so let's go ahead and check that out. 121.4 will do our, hold that thought, 121.4, then we'll do our briefing check. How's that? Once we get the clearance, 121.4. 121.4, enter, give him a call, see what's up. Lauderdale ground, Riptide 5800 at Shelter, looking for clearance over to Tampa.
After aircraft on Lauderdale ground, could you call from one more time for me?
You bet, it's Riptide 5800.
Okay, Riptide 5800 Lauderdale ground. Your clearance is on request. You can expect a forward.
Roger. Okay. We're doing that. He's doing that. We're going to go ahead and look at this. Pull this in closer. There we go. All right. Let's do a briefing. Are you ready for the departure briefing?
Go ahead.
All right. We're at Shelter. We're going to go ahead and taxi here at Fort Lauderdale. Probably going to go Echo, but we'll wait. He might send us to Gulf, then up to Lima, then over to Bravo, and then we're going to take 10 left outbound. We will take the extra 1,000 feet and not the hill. 10 right's got a massive hill. I don't want to mess with that on takeoff. I'd rather mess with that on landing, not takeoff. So we'll go Gulf, Lima, Bravo, depending on what our clearance is. We'll just write all that down when he calls us. And we'll zip out of here. We're going to do the Hard Rock 1, RNAV out. LeBeau is first, then Room. I think it's Broom or Room. It's Room. So we've got legs coming up. We got LeBeau, Room, YOLO, Lyric, and then out of there to Jones, Hard Rock, and then we're done. We're going to just then from that point on, we'll jump into the approach segment and probably the descent. All right, pretty lightweight today, 111.5 on the departure. So we're going to start one engine. We'll taxi with that one engine. If anything, we'll start the engine, the second, number 2. We'll start probably when we get to that cross intersection of Bravo. We'll go ahead and fire that number 2 engine just because it's such a pain in the neck.
5800 after clearance when you're ready.
We are ready for Riptide 5800.
I apologize for Riptide 5800. You're cleared at the Tampa Airport. B-Nice 1 departure. Korea transition for the Bullfrog 2 arrival. Maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 240, 10 minutes after departure. Flight level 280 is not available. Departure is offline, squawk 6645.
All right, B-Nice 1, what did he say? So we're going to do the SID. All right, so we got the B-Nice 1 RNAV. What did you say on the arrival?
The arrival is Bullfrog 2.
Okay. Okay. All right, so we got the B-Nice 1 out of Fort Lauderdale to the Bullfrog 2 up to 24,000. And I didn't catch the squawk. What do you got for that?
Riptide 5800. Yeah, after B-Nice, it's the Korea transition. And the squawk is 6645.
6645. Corral transition. Okay, I've got Korea and then 6645 in the box for Riptide 5800.
Yeah, Riptide 5800, that's correct. 10 right, you can call me for taxi.
Anyway, we got 10 left. Alright, he's gonna. We could do 10 right if we had to. I just like a little more pavement. Alright, we'll go 10 right. So we got to make the changes now. Isn't that fantastic? So we're gonna come down here. Alright, so go to the departures. B-Nice 1 to Korea transition. 10 right. All sorts of things are changing. Now we're gonna go to arrivals and departures. Unable cruise, I know. Route. Tampa. That's departure. I gotta go back. Previous page. Alright, let's just do that. Execute that. Unable cruise, I understand. Index. Arrival. Bullfrog 2. Korea transition. Nice, he's going to put us right in there. Again, 01 left. Unable cruise, I understand. So we're going to go back to our cruise altitude here and tell it we're only going to go... That's super fun. We're only going to go 240 top of climb. So they're limiting us on the climb just because it's so stinking teeny. And 240 on the climb. Okay, let's look at our legs page, just make sure we got it all together. And I'm going to go ahead and lock these charts in just so we have them ready to go. And looking at the... What did he say on the arrival? The Bullfrog 2. Okay, so get rid of Hard Rock. We don't need that anymore. Hard Rock Sid Gonzo. Just confusing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today.
Alright, we got LeBeau, room. That is not correct. That's the Hard Rock still. No. Okay, same thing. LeBeau, room, YOLO, Lyric. The only issue is Marino at 4,000. Did they keep us to 4,000 feet all the way? I'm not doing that. We're blasting off out of there. That's 41 miles at 4,000 feet? I don't think so. Then we're going to go Be Nice, Korea, and then Bullfrog. So if there is no ATC on, I'm blasting off. Let me tell you. Gone. I'm not sitting there. If no traffic's coming in, I know why they do it is try to limit the traffic. But let me tell you, it's more tighter than that. It's because of the Rock Springs and West Palm Beach area. But they keep you at 4,000 feet for 41 miles. You know how much fuel that is? That's too much fuel, man. I'm not doing that. Nope. Nope. 66.45. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, good
It's
evening,
like,
Lauderdale Ground, West Wind 36.
not happening. All right, we're good to go.
Gate Golf 12.
Can we still get the coastal badges, Jason? Absolutely. Anton, how are you? Slept has been way off with an 8-month-old. Dude, what sleep? What are you talking about? You don't get sleep with an 8-month-year-old? Nope. Let me tell you, Bear Grylls and I came very close when I was on night shift with my son and my daughter. We used to watch Bear Grylls. You know those fun. All right, you have any questions?
Engine anti-ice on.
Any questions?
Oh, yes. I was just responding to the private earlier.
Any questions?
I'm not sure. Am I
No
still
questions.
showing the flight plan from NASA as active?
What the
I'd
heck's
like
he
to close
doing?
that flight plan.
See, Cliff? He's trying to kill us already. Engine anti-ice. Why? Idiot.
All right, thank you.
Guy's a doofus.
I'm looking to dial
All right,
up,
let's do this.
the night
We're going to do a
part
before
to
start check.
Montego Bay in a few minutes.
Seatbelt signs on. Let's go ahead and say before start check. Before start check.
Parking brakes.
Set.
Doors.
Closed.
Startup and pushback clearance.
Approved. All right, he said doors are good. Let's go outside and see what the heck's going on there. See that door open right there? That was throwing me the last time. That door.
Before start check completed. Ready for engine start.
He wouldn't even go through this section because of that dumb door. Okay, we're gonna start. We're gonna start the left engine. Start left engine.
Starting left engine.
Okay.
Left start
engine's
valve
going
open.
to start.
N2. Oil pressure.
I'm going to recalculate what we've got. 21, 27, 36.
N1.
Still the same. We're good. At 50, flap 11. That's fine.
Fuel on.
Fuel on. Let's go.
Fuel flow. EGT. Left start
We're going to
valve
start
closed.
2 engines because we're so close to the runway. So we're going to start both engines. And we got to get a good warm up here. It's going to take about 2 minutes to warm up both engines. So let's get them both lit. That's what I think we should do. I got to get a drink of water. Make a
Stabilizing.
stall.
Stabilized.
What? Yeah, these badges, by the way, you could get these badges, the big one that is, the small one, to get this, to earn that, you got to be a pilot for us, but you could, the big badges you can get and the lanyard. So we do sell those if you want them. Gary, I was supposed to get you. I did get you. I did actually research it. So the shipping, it's expensive, but not that expensive. It's not that bad. It's still bad, but it's not that bad. I'm going to try to see if I can fill it up for you. So I'm going to hold off. Because what I want to do is be able to, if you want a hat, I want to get you a hat in there, get all that swag. And by the way, we got a couple of our folks got some swag packages this week, which was really nice. All right, we're fired them up. We're good to go. Let's do our after start. And I'm going to go ahead and check this, make sure this works. Galley is coming on. They're going to want coffee. We'll throw that on there. Electrical loads. We're going to check our electrical loads up right now. All right, looking good, looking good. Looking at the... didn't we fire number 2? Nope. I'm just falling asleep. Fuel on. Time check. Nope. I waited too dang long for this. I waited too long. I'm going to have to shut it down. She is not lit. Number 2 is not lit. It's coming to cut off. And let's go ahead and start right engine. Start right engine.
Starting right engine.
Sorry.
Right start valve open.
All Cliff had to do was
Into
reach
oil
down
pressure.
and actually do it. Idiot. See what I mean? What do we pay this guy for? Nothing. Nothing. He doesn't do anything for me.
N1.
All he does is yell at me. 22. There's 20.
Fuel
Get
on.
the 22. Fuel coming on now. I got it. I got this. There we go. How's that? Is that better? Give me a good light. There we go. Number 2's lit.
Fuel flow. EGT. Right start valve closed.
On the timer. Yeah, it's all good. Sorry, John, you said make a stall? Am I supposed to stall the airplane? He did that to me on out of Boston.
Stabilize.
Almost killed us.
Welcome on board our flight today.
Idiot.
This is the lead
All right,
flight
now I'm going to
check.
check my
Please
overhead
direct your
here.
attention
Look
to
at
the
that. That
cabin
looks
crew for
great.
important safety information.
Good there. Our
There is an
CSDs are
instruction
looking
card
good.
in your seat pocket that
I'm going to go ahead and
demonstrates
throw
the
off the
safety
APU.
equipment on
Don't
this
want
aircraft.
that, so that's coming
Regulations
off. Air
require
conditioning's
compliance
off.
with
We're going
this
to come
information, as well
auto.
as all crew
Both
instructions.
of those. Get
Like
some
information
air in
signs
the
and
back.
posters.
I'm going to go ahead and shut these off as well. Pneumatics coming closed.
Tighten by pulling on the belt to release your seatbelt.
All right, let's do it before it's taxi check.
It is our policy that you keep your
Let's do an
seatbelt
after start
fastened
check,
at all
sorry.
times while seated. Doors are clearly
After
marked
start
with
check.
exit signs and instructions
Ignition.
for door operation.
Off.
Each door
Electrical
is
loads.
equipped with an
Checked.
escape slide.
Air conditioning
Locate exit
supply.
nearest you.
Auto.
The nearest exit
Galley
is
power.
behind you.
On.
In an emergency,
Ice protection
lights
panel.
will illuminate the aisle.
Off.
The cabin is
Pneumatic
pressurized.
crossfeed valve levers.
If there is
Closed.
a loss of cabin pressure,
Flight controls.
a panel will open and oxygen mask
Flight
will
controls
appear.
check completed.
Remain seated with
Hydraulic
your
pumps
seatbelt
and
fastened
pressure.
and pull a mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen.
Checked.
Again, Lauderdale Ground, West Wind.
Oxygen
Annunciator
will flow
panel.
into the mask, even
Checked.
though the bag
Fire
may
for
not
clearance.
inflate.
Ground equipment.
Cover your
Removed.
nose and mouth
Westland
with the mask.
3062
All clear signal.
Clear to the
Received.
Montego Bay Airport, regular to departure,
Flaps,
your first
slides.
transition to the south.
Set.
Maintain 4000, expect flight
After
level
start check
37,
completed.
0 minutes after departure. Departure frequency offline, squawk 667.
We're cleared on the left.
Pull up and
And West
We
Wind
are cleared on the left.
Montego Bay.
We are clear on the right.
Departure as filed.
place
Taxi
your arms
check.
around the cushion and hold on to
Fuel
the
heat.
strap
70
rotated on the back.
Not required.
This is a
7
non-smoking
minutes.
Flaps
flight.
and slides.
11 degrees set.
10 minutes after departure. And squawk
11 degrees takeoff.
Cabin lights will now be
Beeper
turned
bugs
off.
and
Westland
TRP.
3062, read back correct, runway 10 left, call for taxi.
Set and checked.
Thank you for your attention.
Takeoff
10
speeds.
left, call for taxi, West Wind 36.
No changes
From
verified.
Westland 3062, what's your aircraft equipment suffix?
No changes.
Takeoff briefing.
Performed.
ATC flight guidance systems and nav aids.
Set and
That's
checked.
specific, I'm not,
FMS.
I'm using the onboard
Pre-flight
FMS.
completed.
APU air and master
You
switch.
verify your aircraft equipment suffix.
Both
Call,
off.
Lima, Flight Alpha.
Brake temperature and pressure.
Checked.
Taxi check completed.
All right, let's do this thing. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on to bright. Let's get some Taxi clearance is probably going to give us Lima, Hotel 3, Juliet, Juliet 1. Lauderdale ground, Riptide 5800, taxi.
Riptide 5800, Lauderdale ground, runway 10 left, taxi via Echo Charlie, 8 is Bravo current.
Echo, Charlie. Okay, 10 left, and we could take 10 right now, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Riptide 5800, Roger, runway 10 right, taxi via Lima, Hotel 3, Juliet.
All right, Lima, Hotel 3, Juliet, and that's 10 right for Riptide 5800. All right, we're good to go. One thing I want to check out really quick is the outside of the aircraft, and you can see that door is now closed. So when you start both of the engines, it must be. This thing is going to take off like a homesick angel on the ground here. We're super light, and the airplane has got 2 engines started. So we'll pop the brakes, and I'll see if I could... I'm not going to even do anything. We're going to go, what do you say, Lima and Hotel 3. So we're going to go Lima down to Hotel 3. All right, you can see I'm barely on here. And you can see the airplane just gone already, right?
Follow the ground, straight wing 4731 Juliet.
Spare wing 47 Lauderdale ground, welcome to Fort Lauderdale, taxi departure via Hotel 5 Tango 8.
Hotel 5 Tango 8, that's looking for straight wing 47.
Riptide 5800, squawk mode Charlie.
Mode Charlie, sorry. Come on, Cliff, what do you pay you for, man? I gotta do everything on this aircraft. Okay. Cliff doesn't get any more screw ups. I'm trying to see if this tiller is going to work on this throttle quad I have on this side. It doesn't work for the throttle, it's just a tiller, and I don't know if I like the other side better than this side. I think I do. Oh, look at that, Spirit airplane coming. All right, down Hotel, he said Hotel 3, so that's all the way down here. I'm gonna have to put a brake on, turn the aircraft. There we go. This is an MD-80, so you gotta swing this thing wide. There we go. All right, we're doing a lineup check right now. Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like the other way better, to be honest with you. Because it's interfering with my mouse. I got to use the mouse on the other side, so that's kind of annoying. And then we're gonna go Lima, clear on that side, crank it all the way down Lima. Lineup check.
Cabin.
Good evening,
Secured.
ground, Westwind 36,
Windows.
ready for push and start,
Left side
and
closed.
expecting runway 10 left
Right
for
side
departure,
closed.
and Westwind has information
Annunciator
about
panel.
runway.
Checked.
Westwind 3062, push and start
Ignition.
at their discretion, call me for taxi.
Set to Alpha.
We're calling ready for taxi.
Air conditioning supply.
Auto.
Transponder set to TARA.
Riptide
Takeoff
5800,
clearance.
monitor advisor.
Okay, we'll monitor advisory for Riptide 5800. Thanks. We'll stand by a minute on the checklist. Let's just get the aircraft parked, park brake on, and then we'll do the rest of the checklist. We'll call, and we'll be ready to go here. Man, I gotta crank this thing over. I do like it on the other side. I'm just gonna be honest. It's better on the right than it is on the left, only because of my mouse and stuff. So I thought it'd be cooler on the left. It's not. It's just interfering with the mouse, so I can actually use the mouse and this at the same time. Our brakes are on. We'll pop the brake, come down here and we'll set 22.8. Get rid of that. And what did he say? Received.
Lineup check completed.
Ready.
Ready. Timing.
Okay. What we'll do is normal takeoff out of here. And we'll just climb up and out. I wonder if I can move this. You guys want to bear with me for like 1 second. I'm going to move my throttle here to the other side here. And I've got plenty of wires to do so. That's what's so cool about these Fox mounts. I loved, there we go. So I love the F-14. It's one of my favorite fighter jets of all time. And I got these Fox mounts so much better. See, it's out of the way too. I just think it's better that way. Okay. With 3,000 feet, no crash. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get outside the aircraft. Take a picture. What do you think? We got to take a picture of this. Huh? Always need a picture of... There we go. Look at that. That's pretty. Cool. Another picture. Okay, here we go. I'm going to call them up. Fort Lauderdale traffic. Riptide 5800. We're going to be taking runway 10 right. Departure to the north. Fort Lauderdale. All right. Ready? Brakes. Lights. Camera. Action. Let's go. Brakes are off. Chrono's coming set. Now I'm going to taxi over. That's so much better this way. Because then I can do the mouse as well as the nose wheel steering. Here come the lights. Lights are coming on. See, I don't even push the throttle up. I do need to check the throttles. Whoop, there we go. And all that does is just make sure that our takeoff config is good. Any last words? We're going to an 8,000 footer, so yeesh, up a hill. I don't know about this. I'm actually going to dial this down just slightly to about 45. There we go. Gives a little more power. Now this is an MD-80, so what we'll do is extend the nose wheel. And okay, 10 right in the box with the rocks. That's our terrain. We got a little ramp up there. See that nice little ramp that we're going to have to contend with on the takeoff? That's going to be just so much fun. Terrain feature is on. And we're lining on up. Okay, I'm going to switch to Be Nice Departure. 10 right. I've got it on the pavement. Okay, let's go 096 on the heading. Pretty much straight out on the heading. Ready? Make sure that is good. Here come the throttles. I'm going to put them up to 1.4. Push that nose down. Alright, airplane, what are you doing? I got to wait till it gets some speed going. Here we go. 1.3, 1.4. Alright, ready? Auto throttle is now on. And we're going toga. Here we go. Takeoff thrust is set. Got a little crosswind coming in from the left. Clamp is on. Let's go, airplane.
80 knots.
Cross check. Here we go. This big freaking ramp. Gotta love this.
V1.
Go.
Rotate.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Positive
Gear
rate.
up. Gear up.
Gear up selected.
Gear up. Lights out.
Arm nav.
Navigation is armed.
Select climb power.
Climb power is set.
Climb thrust set.
Flaps up. Engage VNAV.
VNAV is engaged.
Slats retract.
Slats retract.
Climb check.
Seatbelts.
On.
Climb check complete.
Okay. What I'm going to do is going to turn on the autopilot now. See. Whoa! Look at that. Let's see if she recovers. Hang on. Stand by. All right. There we go. Freaking airplane. See what I mean by that? It's like, right? No good. All right. That's at 10,000. I'm going to go ahead and select this. It's still on the descent. It's just leveling off. We're going to go ahead and push it up to 24,000. Engage. I want to get altitude. Well, let's go. All right, we are on the climb. All good. We've got level change, nav track, and 24 is now entered. We're good on the climb out. That's off, that's off, that's off. Lights are coming off on my end. Got my hands full there when you're flying manually. That's what you kind of got to do with this aircraft is fly man. You got the lights. Good. All right, let's go outside. Now that's a jet, folks. Look at that. Yeah. Black smoke coming out of it. You know it's a good airplane. Loud. Burning all that fuel. That's what I'm talking about. 4,000 feet. I don't think so. We gotta go. Funny. Anyway, all right, we're through 7,000, and guess what we need to start doing? We got to start looking at ways to.
Lauderdale traffic lining up 10 left for departure.
That was a fun departure, wasn't it? Big old hill. You almost think you hit that ramp and you're just gonna go. It's gonna launch you in the air. You don't know what's on the other side either. You're like, I hope that's a runway on the other side of this thing. That's pretty exciting. Not bad, not bad. All right. TRP should be off. I'm just going to verify it. Cliff did his job. Yep, we've got climb. TRP is off. Okay, we're all set. Go ahead and kick the range up just a little bit. We've got Lyric, and then from Lyric, folks, it's going to be Marino. And they'd have yet Marino at 4,000 feet. There's no way on this green earth I'm going to do that. There is no way that's going to happen. They're at 10,000 feet coming up. We're not going to even turn the seatbelt sign off, folks. It's that quick. This flight is going to be very short. Matter of fact, we're going to start looking at some weather here in Tampa because it's going to be that quick. There's 10,000. The only thing we have to do is transition check up to 24,000, right? It was a special. Let's see if that's special. Oh, you stupid idiot. I hit the wrong button and I lost it all. There we go. How do you guys like these flights? Tell me what you want to see in the future. Is there anything you'd like to see? I know there's a lot of MD-80 flights. It's just because of the, we're contracted to fly the Florida Panthers around for the season. So it makes it kind of hard, but fun, I guess. If you like old school flying, it's quite fun to see all that. Good stuff. Ooh. Looking at the weather in Tampa, it's not great. Remember I told you what was going to happen, and it sure enough came early. All right, the wind is 330 at 8. We're going to have to get our wits about us, folks. 3/4 of a mile visibility. Gets me every time. Broken at 300 feet. Whoa, we're going to be right at minimums again. This is going to be like Vancouver all over again, folks. This is what we're seeing right now. Broken at 18 over 18, temp dew point spread are right on top of each other. That means fog. It's not going to be good. Altimeter's 30.13, and the runway's going to be 1 left. Let's get going on getting ready for this, because it's going to be the Bullfrog 2 arrival. We're going to hit Korea, Bullfrog to Corsair D-side, Jetstream, and then from there, Lagoon. And that's it. Let's just make sure that that's what we're going to do here, and we'll start setting up for it. I've got Marino, Be Nice, Korea, Bullfrog, Corsair, D-side, Jetstream, Cruise, Vectors, Lagoon. Cruise that has us kicked out, I'm just going to actually get rid of Cruise. Now, it'll square us off. I'm trying to think. Do we go to Cruise and then I guess we do that. We could go direct like this. Get rid of that vector and click that. Now, Lagoon's 2600. We've got to pull Tampa's 1 left. This is why you get paid the big bucks, right? It's this kind of crap where you're like, oh, shoot. Did you see the Cat 2 was out? Plus this can't... Well, this does have auto landing. Ask me if I've ever done an auto landing in this aircraft, and the answer is no. I have to practice that. That's something that I've been meaning to do during good conditions, but it's not something you're going to want to tackle. So we're going to do Cat 1 approach. There's 200 feet for Cat 1. I think we could do it. I mean, it's only a 100-foot difference, so let's tell Cliff to get this transition done. Transition.
Set.
Thank you, you bonehead. All right, 29902. We'll pull that right there. 29902 coming up. All right, let's get this thing dialed in. So it's going to be an interesting landing. ILS 1089er. I'm going to plug that in here. 108.9. I'm going to do that on his side as well. 1089. 1089, 1089, 1089 three ways. 007. I'm going to back it up and go to 70 degrees, or excuse me, 7 degrees. Seven degrees inbound on the course. Same thing on this side.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please
That
refer
means we're
to
at
the menu
20,000
given
passing.
to onboarding for the 2 meal choices and your beverage choices.
All right, there we go.
We request that
Whew.
you please
All right,
follow
let's
the
just do
instructions
a
of
quick
flight
review
attendants
on
to
the
serve you
approach
efficiently and also for your own
while the
safety.
airplane's in a climb. We're going to be leveling off here shortly. Our landing weight's going to be roughly 108, right around there. It's going to be pretty darn light. We'll go ahead and get the weather. I mean, we're going to go ahead and get the performance numbers out of the way right now. It's just something we're going to do. It's going to help us expedite things. We're going to Tampa. It is dry right now. The winds are to the north, from the north, 330 at 8. 330/8 knots. Temperature is 18 degrees, a little cooler up there. And we're looking at 1 left. 1 left. And we're going to go flap 40, 1540. So 15 on the go around, 40 on the arrival. And doing flap 40s because we're so light in the MD-80, where you really need to, you know, if you had flap 28, you're just going to float forever in a day. So you throw in flap 40 to get the airplane down a little bit quicker to help you get on the ground. This is because we're super light. So 3013. 3013. I've got VNAV capture, so watch the altimeter, Cliff. while I plug in the data. Landing weight is going to be 108. 108. 3. Calculate. Okay, we're leveling off, folks. All right, I've got a VREF of 144, flat 40s 122 with 5 correction, is it? It's 5 correction as well, so that's good. Maybe we can hold 127 on that. One left it is. Auto brake is going to be medium. It'll help us stop. I'm not worried about stopping on this airplane. Again, we're super light. Landing distance actual is going to be 35 factored with the flare and everything, 3503. You see what I mean? Like that's landing distance required is 3503. We're going to have how much runway are we going to have? Once we touch down, we are going to have 11,000 foot of runway of real estate to work with. So plenty of real estate. That's not the issue. The issue, the high threat here is the visibility, the mitigation of that. It's just going to be getting out on that ILS, getting the airplane configured a little earlier than normal that we would normally do. And then we'll get the airplane going. Let's go ahead and set the DH. The DH is going to be 200 feet. Decision height. Oh, excuse me, decision. Let's pull my chart up so I know. Yeah. 200 feet is the decision height. It's a Cat 1 approach. We can't, this thing could fly an Autoland if we had to. But again, I'd have to look in the manual and see how to do it. I think I just set it up that way. I mean, you auto couple it. So I could read that in the manual right now. Probably going to do that. But before we get to the descent, let me get your question zone done first. Is this airframe certified for Autoland? Yes. Is Cliff behaving this time? He's right now I've got him tamed. So maybe on the trip back would it be a good run Autoplan? Yeah, I mean Autoland. I will set up the Autoland. I'm going to look at the manual right now just to make sure. Let's go through the manual, make sure we've got our Autoland correct and all set, ready to go. And that's going to help us. Now, the interesting part about this is that I keep saying to myself, oh, I'm going to put these in order. And my manuals is what I'm saying. Like I keep saying, oh, I'm gonna get it here. I'll get my manuals, and I just never have the time to go do it. Time is a big deal, isn't it? Because I can go set up a reference and that's it. I can't get into the manual actually. So we'll get there though. We'll get it. We'll get it. Tampa, is anybody on? Houston, Fort Lauderdale, MCO, and Miami. I mean, you look out the window and you say, it's what? It's 3/4 of a mile visibility out there? Are you kidding me? It looks beautiful. You're right. It's beautiful. It is gorgeous out there. Apparently not in Tampa Bay, but it's a special, so things could change really quick when it's a speci. Get his good side. Super fun. Super cool. All right, back in the aircraft here, folks. Let's see what we got. I'm going to review a couple things. Let me look really quick, make sure I got it set up the way I need to. I'm looking for volume 1. Actually, I have volume 1 here, but I don't know. Autoland. Be awesome to have. I think this airplane can do an Autoland. All right, takeoff area, departure, change use of Autoland, automation, Autoland. 10.4. Is that a limitation? Or is that not a limitation? 10.4. It is a limitation. So let's see what the limitation says. It says for autopilot coupled Cat 1 approaches not requiring the use of Autoland, the autopilot must be disconnected and the approach flown manually if the autopilot trim light is illuminated. Okay. Let's see. One engine and operative, Autoland. Acceptable Autoland pre-flight tests required to be used for Autoland. For approaches requiring the use of Autoland, this approach must be executed, blah, 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 blah. I don't get that. No, 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 no. Max wind speed 25 knots, crosswind 15, and tailwind 10. We're fine. We'll fall within the limitations of an Autoland. Minimum of one multifunctional control display or MICDO is required for ground alignment of the IRS. Autoland is inhibited when IRU is in attitude mode or excuse me, not attitude, but yeah, it is attitude mode or off. Enhanced GPWS must be an override when operating in auto attitude. That doesn't apply to us. Here we go. Let's try NP33. Okay, we got nav mode, which is great. Any Autoland requires the use of auto throttles and auto spoilers, and we have both of them. Good. Both flight directors and one autopilot, including Autoland, must be operative. We have that. Autoland approaches when enunciated approximately 150 feet R of 1500 RA. Okay, that doesn't tell me what we're doing. Come on, dude. Oi. It says perform Autoland availability test on both DFCGs prior to any leg in which Autoland may be used. Supplementing procedures. Oh, great. I gotta get over there. Supplementary procedures. Okay. Get me to supplementary procedures. Doesn't help me. Airspeed bug settings, no. Category 2 approaches. Weather lowest authorized manual, we know that. We could go down to a Cat 2 now if we do Autoland. How's that? So I can drop it down to about 100, which I'm going to do. We're going to try this Autoland thing. Okay, I'm going to set my bugs here. We're going to drop this sucker down to 100 and test this Autoland feature. Just top descent's coming up, folks. Hang on. We got to get this done quick. This is a crash course. You should never say that in an airplane, but I'm just saying. It's probably not smart to say. Set barrel radio bugs to a published DA or DA, which we've done that. Where is the radio altimeter? Yeah, I know we've got to descend you. I get it. Oh, man. Ew. All right. Recommended configuration flaps 40. Ah. The use of Autoland feature of the autopilot is recommended. Recommended starting the APU. Oh, good. Why? Because in case you screw it up. Use landing strobe lights, windshield wipers appropriately. We know that. Consideration, set barrel radio bugs to published DARA. And we've done that. Set it to the DA. Decision altitude. In this particular case, it would be decision height. DH. It's 200 feet. Or excuse me, 100 feet now. We dropped it. All right, we've got to go ahead and set the altitude now, folks. It's going to get busy again. Here we go. ILS 163. Good. So maybe the trip back. Yeah, I'm going to try to do it now. Okay, Bullfrog 2, we're coming in, and I'm going to start dropping the aircraft. It's going to drop like crazy, and then it'll stabilize again. So we're going to go 4,000 feet. We're going to hit arm, and then a VNAV, and let the airplane set it. Do its thing. We're on our descent. Let me just keep reading while this is descending. I got a call for a descent checklist. Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Go ahead.
Any questions?
No questions.
Descent check.
Fuel quantity.
Checked.
Approach briefing.
Performed.
Landing data.
Set.
Descent check complete.
All right, so I'm going to give you the briefing. I know I wanted to get him going on that, so that's what I did. We're going to go to Lagoon. Essentially, it's what this is called, or Lagoo, whatever you want to call. Once we hit Lagoo, it's pretty much a base leg straight through on one left. It's going to be an ILS Cat 2 approach. Hopefully we can set this thing on Autoland. We'll see. We've got everything we need. Auto spoilers required. Brakes must be used. We know that. Auto brakes. Complete list of. We've got the equipment. Ground equipment is good. Weather. We've got considerations. We've already done all that. Radio is 50 feet. We do have the radio as well. That's all set. Recommended configuration flaps 40. I know that. What else you got for me, Cheech? All right, Autoland profile. Let's just take a look at that really quick while I'm at it. Okay, descent checklist we've already done. We'll do an approach checklist. We get a little closer. We'll reduce our speed as normal. Once we intercept that base leg, we'll go ahead and arm the Autoland 1. A pilot must monitor loc. That says armed Autoland. Oh, right there. There's our arming of the Autoland. So we're just going to kind of... In the 737, you actually have to do both commands A and B. In this aircraft, you don't, because it's just right here. This is A, and that's B. This slider over there, that's what that does. It's the A side or the B side, or 1 or 2. So in the 737, you don't. You just have this Autoland feature. So we're going to plug that in, and we're going to monitor the FMA like hawks to make sure the FMA does what it's supposed to do. All right, there's 20,000. We're through already, and it's going to get wicked and wild. Let's see if this airplane can do it right. We'll arm the Autoland. We'll do that on intercept heading. Approaching heading intercept. Vocalizer capture. Vocalizer captured. We're going to see low captured, glide slope captured, logic test satisfied, runway alignment, flare captured, and roll out. So we're going to want to see all those things on the FMA. I'm going to tell him transition now. Transition now.
Set.
Approach check.
Navigation.
Set and checked.
Approach check completed.
Thank you. All right, so that's kind of their plan, Stan. Normal, everything else is normal. This is going to be interesting. We're looking for the FMA, really. So as we would intercept, instead of doing the ILS, we're just going to plug in Autoland. So same kind of thing. Once we intercept, we're going to be making a right turn to intercept, and we'll go ahead and make sure we go Autoland feature on, and we'll go from there. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, cheap shots? We'll check it out, right? Okay. I got 108.9, 108.9 there, 7 in the box on the course, 108.9, 7 in the box on the course. Let's check to see if the weather has changed. It sure has. Now it's out to broken. It's not few anymore, it's broken. It's getting worse. 25 miles though, broken. Great visibility. It's just the crappy cloud cover right over the top of the airport. And you can see it right out the windshield here on the windscreen. All of those clouds, all that coastal cloud coming in. It's definitely wintertime. It happens a lot in the winter when you have your temp dew point and in the evening as the ground cools, the air is colder and the temp starts decreasing and the dew point to the dew point level. And once that happens, you get this marine fog layer, which you're seeing right there. This coastal fog bank just comes in, and Tampa's right on the coast, obviously. So there you go. There's our fog. So it's just a little foggy. We should pop out of this thing at 300 broken. If it's anything like it was into, where the heck were we? Vancouver. It was wicked in Vancouver. I'm just going to tell you that. It was bad. Matter of fact, it was really bad. I think we popped out 174 feet. I cheated a little bit. I was just about to go, good, and then I saw, oh, there's a runway light. So I kind of cheated. All right, let's talk about missed approach. We definitely need to talk about missed approach. 500 feet on the climb, left turn to 3,000 feet, direct to St. Petersburg, and then we'll hold on the VOR. All right, that's kind of what we'll do, I think. All right, 500 left turn, 500 left turn, 3,000. Say that. Okay, back to the Bullfrog 2 arrival. We're getting close, folks. MSA, no really MSA to worry about. We do have our terrain feature on. It's pretty smooth air down there. It's not like a storm. It's just fog. But 21 degrees, so we're fine on that as well. Here comes the speed. Speed's going to come back a little bit. Just seeing what we've got. One left. We need to hold lagoon about 2,600 feet. So I'll be aware of that. And I believe that Bullfrog 2, we're going to be at cruise at 4,000, above 4,000 feet at cruise. So once we get to cruise, and we'll turn to lagoon or lagoo, and we'll fly that out. That's the speed decreases. You can see the turbulence starting to increase here. That's just normal heating as we're getting to the area. Oh, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be a fun approach. Who knew that this was going to happen in Florida, for crying out loud? There's 10,000 feet. We're not going to call any checklist items. I'm going to shut up to tell Cliff what to do, because if I start talking, he gets confused and he's like, what? And then I have to do it myself. So no thank you. Okay, we got the bank limit. I never turned it off. And then we'll do our final checks. RA for the Cat 2 is 105. What? Where do you see that? Cat 2 RA 105. You do see it. Good job. Drag required. All right, we'll pull the drag out. 105. Thank you. That's why you guys are here. You're here to help me out. Thank you, sir. What, I have it set to 100? Are you trying to get me to do a go around, or what's the plan here? What's the plan, Stan? Now, I'm going to go ahead and set this to 105. About right there-ish. Get on speed. That's coming up. Back up. All right, 8,000 feet. Let's call up Tampa. Let them know what's going on. Tampa traffic, Riptide 5800. Going to be setting up for the ILS 1 left Tampa. 7,000 right now. Headed to Jetstream. Soon the lagoon. All right, let's dial in here. FMA is going to be very important, so that is on my list. You just tap it and it does that. Okay, let's straighten up and fly right airplane. I don't have time for that. Okay, good. We've done that already. We've cleared him. Transition now. Okay, good. I'm going to start slowing the aircraft down just because I got to stay on top of this dealio. So we're going to do FMC override. That's called FMS override. I'm going to bring this all the way down. Go all the way down. There we go. Brakes coming out. Let's start slowing the aircraft down even more. And we're going to descend down past 4,000 over at cruise. And we need to go to 2,800. So let's go ahead and pull that there. 2,000. We're going to tab up. And we're going to go to 800 here. Arm. And that is how we do that. You can see the brakes. I'm going to have him lock in the extend the slats. Slats extend.
Speed checked. Slats are extended.
Slats extended.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Flaps 11.
Landing
Speed checked. Flaps 11 set.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
All right, folks. The landing gear warning's on.
Landing gear.
I'm going to have to start descending to 2800 and soon. So I've got the airplane.
Landing gear.
We're going to push this thing down just a little bit, about 2,300 feet a minute. Let's get this thing down.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Flaps are at idle. There we go. The speed's going to increase. That's good. Headed right to Lagoon.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Brakes coming out.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
All right, there's 3,400 with 28. Okay, we're going to go Autoland. We got land on. Raj. So we should see right now, it should hook us up as the localizer comes in. There's a loc coming in. 2,800 over Lagoon. We're going to keep this to Selman. Brakes coming off. Heading set. Let's see what happens here. Speed 166, good. Nice and slow. Want to be slow, get configured early. We'll do landing gear right now. Gear down. Flaps 15.
Speed checked. Flaps 15 set.
Flaps 40.
Speed checked. Flaps 40 set.
Final check.
Gear.
Down, 3 green. Down.
Ignition.
Set to alpha.
Auto spoilers and auto brakes.
Set medium.
25.
Set and checked.
Flaps and slats.
Set and checked.
Landing clearance.
Received.
Final check completed.
Stabilizer motion.
All right, so what we've got is going to do flap 15 go around if we had to. I've got landing, glide slope track. Right now we should see localizer captured. We got localizer track. That doesn't say it right. Glide slope capture. We've got glide slope track. Loc track is on. Glide slope captured is on. We're going to do look for auth AUT now on the Autoland. Come on, speed. Let's go. There we go. Watching our speed. I bumped that speed up just a little bit more. I'm just going to kick it just a slight. There we go. Get some more airspeed under it. 1,900 feet. You can kind of see that fog. It's not that bad. It's the visibility is great. It's just this crap right here. Lights coming on. We got lights on, lights on. Good to go. Okay, hang on. Still got a glide slope track. I'm still looking. I've got landing. I'm looking for logic check satisfied. That should be about 1,500 feet RA, so that's coming here shortly. I'm looking at the speed. Go around authorized, landing authorized. See that right there? Authorized landing, authorized landing. It means logic was checked. We're good to go. Speed says 128, which is what I want to see. Runway alignment. We can authorize go around if we had to. We'll let this airplane go. We're going to go ahead and watch for flare capture next, which is going to be retard. And let's see what she does. Now, this is an Autoland. I'm going to have hands off on this thing. There is nothing I can do right now. So let's see if she flies. This is fun. Right in actual, too. I'm to my first Autoland. Probably not smart, you would say. It probably isn't. If I could pop out and see the run, we got 1,000 feet. And we are stable. On speed. Oh, don't be doing that crap on me. Tampa. Tampa traffic. Riptide 5800 on final. Short final. Runway 1 left. Okay, we're looking good here. The airplane's coming back down the slope. That's 700 right now. I'm looking for the next capture. Roger. I'm looking for a retard on the speed. We've got good. It's holding. There's our 500 feet coming up. I got the runway in sight. So I'm just going to guard everything just in case. I don't like that, dude. Holy smokes. Speed still there.
Approaching.
I'm guarding
minimums.
it. I got the runway in sight. I'm watching it. There's 300 feet. Come on, airplane. Let's do this right.
Minimums.
200 feet. Landing. Come on, get back on there.
Align.
Get back on there. That is not aligned. My plane.
Flare.
Come on, down, down. You beast.
Spoilers deployed.
And that's it. We got reversers. Not bad, huh?
80 knots. 60
Out of the
knots.
reversers, I got the aircraft. Well, for the most part, it did good until we, I don't know, got close to the runway, and then it decided to line me up not near where it needed to be lined up. So that's a very interesting thing, isn't it? All right. Well, welcome to Tampa. We're here. That's what matters. And we did it safely. That's another thing that matters, right? So, good little practice for the Autoland on the aircraft. It's cool to know that, you know, if we were really in really bad shape, it would have been difficult. We would have actually landed on the grass. But other than that, it would have been good. Not bad. All right, let's go ahead and taxi down now. We got nice fog conditions. This is that coastal fog we were talking about. Pretty cool stuff. I enjoyed that. That was fun. It's always fun, right? These flights are a blast. Okay, we're gonna taxi down Juliet. All right, so we got to get on. We got to get on Juliet all the way around. So I think if I'm lucky, we could take Juliet around here in this little roundy area. And I'll have him I'll have Cliff get us set up for the taxi. That was cool. That was quite fun. I enjoyed that. We're going to pop the window. That's really nice out there. It's like 60-something degrees. So, Juliet it is. Okay, I believe we're going to take Julie. We're going to go all the way down to the other side, and we're going to go U.S. Customs area, I think. That's where we're going to go. Not really, but around there. We're going to taxi 2 engines, and we'll have him set us up. After landing check. All right. Somebody's got to do this airport, really. It's too cool of an airport. I'm going to shut down number 2 here. I'm just going to try to cool it down. It's already probably been a minute, so when we go another minute, we'll cool that engine down.
After landing check
This is the
completed.
conclusion of our flight.
Thank you.
Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate.
It is nice and foggy here, isn't it?
It is safe to move about the cabin. Gather your
Heck
belongings
yeah, dude.
and disembark. We'd like
Pretty
to thank
cool.
you for flying with us today. We
Alright, let's go ahead and
appreciate your
burn that.
business and hope to see
It's
you
been about
again
30
on a future
seconds. I'm
flight.
going to have to ride the brakes here. I don't want to do that, so. Either that or pull the reversers. That's the next thing I'm going to have to do. We're going to be crossing the runway here. Look at the trees on the terminal. Somebody's got to do this airport. Like, I'm super shocked that's not done yet. Like, really. You would think Fly Tampa would do it. It's their namesake, for crying out loud. Isn't it? Okay, I'm going to stop, slow. Alright, let's burn number 2. Number 2 coming down. Alright, number 2's off. Good deal. Let's get that candle shut off. We're going to cross Juliet. Tampa Bay traffic, Riptide 5800, crossing runway 1 right, not 19 left at Juliet, Tampa. Okay, lights coming on. Get those puppies on as we're crossing an active runway. And we'll turn on our strobes as we cross. And I'm going to pull up my chart, see where Sean has us going. Okay, thanks, buddy. I got it. Alright, so I'm not exactly at the customs. On the general aviation ramp all the way down here. And then I want to go down Echo. Echo is going to be we're through all the runways now. I'm going to throw this off. Let's go down Echo, down to Sierra, coming down Sierra, and then maybe we go Romeo 1, maybe? Alright, so Echo, we'll come down here on Echo, and then we'll go ahead and turn the aircraft again. Just want to make sure that nose goes over that front line, and then you could turn it air, just because it's such a long airplane. We still have to cross this runway 1028. Alright, I'm going to go outside and take a picture of this because it's awesome. Alright, let's clean up our flaps. That's the fun thing. You could see the weather. Like, you see the clear sky like 300 feet above you. It's awesome. Just that coastal fog. Flaps and slats. Getting all sorts of practice. All right, let's go. Tampa traffic, coastal 58, excuse me, Riptide 5800, crossing runway 1028, Tampa. All right, shutting that down. Here comes the lights again. Of course, you couldn't see anything happening at this airport. Much more manageable when you're taxiing on one engine here, especially on the 80 when you're light like this. It does want to take off, just wants to go with 2 engines lit. So, all right. When we get to Sierra, we'll turn down Sierra. We're going to go down the general aviation side here. We're going to make a left on a Sierra. Okay, I think we're done crossing runways. That's coming off now. I tell you what, folks, it is a fun airplane to fly. You got your hands full. It's quite fun. It demands like pilotage, you know? It's just one of those airplanes where you've got to really pay attention to what you're doing, especially flying with Cliff. He wants to kill you all the time. So, okay, we're gonna go down to. Do we get a gate, Sean? I don't know. If there's a gate here that we know about. Go ahead and turn this down. I gotta get my hands on this tiller. Ramp 136. Man, Sean is on it, dude. He's on it. We're gonna go Romeo 1, and that's gonna be 136. So let's go ahead and call GSX, and we're gonna tell them 136, sir. General aviation side. Do I have to restart it? Yes, I do. Oh man. Okay, hold on. That's not good. Alright, let me go to here. Back to here. There we go. We didn't lose too much. The next one's going to be Romeo 1, and I'm trying to do that to sneak in on the other side. So let's see if we could go. I'm taxing real slow because I'm trying to get this done. Alright, parking 0. We're going to go 136. Next page. Next page. Next page. Next page. Next page. Next page. One more. Run 36. Push the throttle up.
Is too small for your aircraft.
I know. Shut up. Just park me, dude. Alright, there are the dudes right there. Let's go. The team wants to go. So do I. That's what we get paid for. 0-0. Crappy approaches. Fun stuff. I think we're probably going to make pretty good money on this route. Short flight. We charge them at least 20 grand for this one. 20 grand an hour, over 20 grand. It's probably going to cost them $30,000 to $40,000 for this run. Just because it's 2 hours of the time, the airplane, the whole 9 yards. Okay, stop. Slow, slow. There we go. Which way do we have us? Gosh, I don't even know. See a marshaller anywhere? What is he doing? I've got to go and change all this. Let's push the throttle up. Let's get going a little bit and find out where we're going to park this thing. Looks like it's a nice little round turn here coming up, so we'll do that. Nose wheel lights coming off. Don't want to blind a guy. Alright, APU is good. Wait, whoa. Which way are you talking about? Okay, well, all of this equipment is right there, so I'm not going to run these guys over, dude. Like, what are you talking about, dude? I'm going to nose in right here. And then we'll get all this equipment sorted. I don't know what he's trying to have us do. It's going to run into the equipment, though. Bro, you got the equipment right there. That doesn't help me. Yeah, I'm right here. Oh, now you want me to stop. Good, I'm going to stop right there. Okay, brakes coming up. Fuel's coming off. Seatbelt signs off. And that's all she wrote. Let's do a shutdown. Parking check. Okay, coming over here. Anti-collision light is off. I'm going to throw that off, off, off. And let's go ahead and get the... let's go ahead and get the airplane shut off, and then we'll start deplaning them. See how they caught me right there. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Pull that up, and we're going to go ahead to GSX and tell them to deplane us. Maybe. I gotta... Oh my gosh. So we're going to have to go to parking again. We're going to go 136 and then warp you there. Probably going to park in the middle of everything.
The chosen position is too small.
Request to follow me. Just warp me there. Okay, whatever. And then deplane me.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Request deboarding. Okay.
Deboarding requested.
Look, I'm like right on top of everyone. We'll get it all sorted out next flight on the way out of here tomorrow. Run over the tow bar. This guy's right there. Cool stuff. Nicely done. That was some good minimums there. Yeah, not bad. No, this is just the FBO ramp. Yes, it would be shut there, but just generic hangar for the default. Yeah, it kind of sucks that way. All right, let's tell them to parking check.
Parking brakes.
Set.
Flaps and slats.
Retracted.
APU or external power.
Established.
Fuel levers.
Off.
Anti-collision.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Off.
Hydraulic pumps.
Off.
Seatbelt switch.
Off.
Ice protection panel.
Off.
Transponder.
Standby.
Parking check completed.
All right, good deal. Let's go and write down our fuel numbers right now. We got to get our paperwork done. Like any good pilot, your paperwork's got to get done. Oh, I didn't do that. Departure was what, 77? I'll guess with you. It was like 7,600, I think. Okay, I'm going to write the next figures down here for where we arrived. Because it doesn't save the fluid state for some stupid reason. I wish it did. That's like my one request. I wish they did that. 5150, 52, 50, 50 in the center. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up our ACARS and we'll tell it that we are here. File the flight. And a PIREP has been successfully sent. Good deal. All right, another good flight in the books. Lots of fun. I enjoyed that. That was a good little ride. I believe we're out of here. Yeah, I'll get to get all the equipment all sorted out. But I'm gonna have to drop that back end to deplane everyone. So it really sucks. You gotta come over here, throw the pump on, come over here, go to the door. Drop the aft stairs, drop the main.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Now they're going to start deboarding as we're good. Go ahead and close that hydraulic pump up. That's it. That's all she wrote. Well, that's it. I think we fly our next flight. I believe it's tomorrow. I think they play tonight. Do they play tonight or do they play tomorrow? I don't remember. Let me look at their schedule. I think we fly out tomorrow night, to tell you the truth, on our Patreon channel, so it won't be public. It'll be back to Fort Lauderdale, and then I'm going to fly right on back to Miami, because I'm going to do a couple line flights this week. This guy's going in midair. Alright, I want to shut down the APU, just burning gas, it's fine. Alright, let's do this. I believe it's tomorrow. Their schedule is tomorrow they play at 2:30. They play tomorrow at 2:30. Okay, so we're good to fly them tomorrow in the evening, like normal time, about 8 o'clock. We'll get them out of there, my time, and that's it. We got a few days off, then we go up to, I believe, Raleigh Durham, right? I think we go to Raleigh. What's today? I think we go to Raleigh. I gotta look at the schedule. It's posted. Yeah, it's tomorrow. All right. Well, folks, appreciate you coming aboard here. I hope you had a good time. It was a nice, quick flight, but a lot of fun. It was packed. You're busy. You're especially this aircraft. You're always busy. You're always doing something in the MD-80. Okay, we're here. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the black side down. We will see you folks, I believe, next week. And I believe it's going to be a Friday flight, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where we're going. I think we're going up north somewhere. I think it's another charter up to JFK or somewhere up there, up north. And look for a lot of streams coming up here in the next few weeks. I think next week's our last week, and then I've got vacation planned, so I'm going to be streaming a ton. A lot of line flying I'm going to do. If we're on the road, it's going to be hard to do that just because the way the schedule works. I have to be in Miami to take an aircraft out, so it's just kind of one of those things. But maybe I could, I don't know how I would do it. I'm going to have to finagle something because I know it's kind of right in the middle of a semi-road trip, so we'll have to take a look at it. All right. We will see you folks later. Enjoy. I'm actually going to, I don't know what I'm going to do here. Okay. Till next time, keep the blue side up and the black side down. We will see you later. Ciao.
Do you want to deboard crew?